You know who overrated?
Who?
Because the producers put it on the screen. Andre 3000, super overrated.
What?
Overrated?
Have y'all heard the song? What's it called? No, 16 bars.
I ain't hear that one.
Rap,
Have you heard that?
but he's
song?
still overrated.
No, he's not overrated. He doesn't even give himself as much credit. Like.
That's an album.
But he doesn't have to.
It's easy to give you one great verse every.
He doesn't give a great verse. Like he. What's it called? 16 bars, isn't it? Look it up. Call me later.
Raw Conversation has been rated adult by Dripping in Black Productions. Mature audiences only. Leah, the judge. Kente, Ross, the boss. Jay, the advocate. He, the hustler. Welcome to Raw Conversation, a podcast for the smart, sexy, and grown. Now, here are your hosts.
What's up, everybody? Y'all good?
Yeah.
Hey.
What up?
Hey, everybody.
Everything copacetic.
Good to see everybody. We back at it again. Another episode.
Let's
All
do
right.
it.
So follow us on all platforms at the RAW Convo. You know how we do it. We bring the raw, the real to you. So we just had a quick pre-production meeting. We know the basics, which is not much. Our topic today is music. So they're going to be dropping some subtopics into the chat for us to kind of explore and dig a little deeper. So let's open it up, see what we got. And music. And we're going to separate. All right, so they said they're going to separate the prompts by categories. Okay, so music is the overall, and the prompts going to be separated by category. Category one is overrated, underrated, or properly rated. So I guess they're going to drop a few titles in there, and we're going to have to say overrated, underrated, or properly rated. All right. Rihanna, overrated. Next. There's nothing else to talk about. When we talk about music, overrated.
Music alone, overrated, I would say, yeah.
Next.
Properly rated. She's a pop star.
Okay.
I think, I think she's properly rated. I think she's the best in that genre. I think she was the best doing it at that time. I think she made better music than Beyonce.
Best? That means you think she's overrated.
Whoa.
I mean, she's underrated.
I thought
best.
No, I thought overrated meant like she's.
No, I know what I'm
like,
saying. That's what I'm saying. You said properly. I wonder if you really meant underrated if you think she's the best.
You say you think she make better music than Beyonce?
Absolutely, she does.
So let me break that down two ways. So you think, A, do you think she's a better singer than Beyonce? Vocal. No. Okay.
No.
So B, you think that in totality, the song, the beat selection, the overall package, she's a better. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
Absolutely. See, Rihanna makes music that men and women can listen to. Beyonce typically makes music only women listen to. Like Rihanna got hits, and they're all a different type of hit. Like you're gonna get the ballads from Beyonce, you're gonna get the male bashing songs from Beyonce, but Rihanna gonna give you club bangers, she gonna give you the male bashing, she gonna give you a ballad, she gonna give you the little.
Because she's more diverse. I can see that.
And she
I think Beyonce has club bangers. I think she has ballads. I think she has all of the above.
For women, all the single ladies, like, no, man, I'm not listening to that. You know what I'm saying?
That
but
one
I will
listen your skin. It's
more.
Okay.
It's more.
It's more. Okay.
Good point. All right, Kendrick Lamar, overrated. I know that's an unpopular opinion. Overrated.
Overrated. I agree.
I never really got into him, so I'm gonna say overrated.
You know me, I think he's properly rated.
And so, the reason I say overrated for Kendrick Lamar, I know that in the quote unquote woke community, Kendrick Lamar goes a long way. Pulitzer Prize winner, you know, studied at the university level, a lot of his song lyrics. But to me, I'll say I'm more than just a casual fan of hip hop. I don't rank him up there with the others that seem to rank him up there with the greats. So I think he's a little overrated.
I would say it would be like Drake, J. Cole, and Big Sean, who I feel is underrated. I feel like Big Sean is underrated. Cole the least out of that four that everybody try to pit them against.
Yeah.
I don't really like Kendrick. I mean, did I say Kendrick or Cole?
You said Cole.
Which one
I meant Kendrick. I meant Kendrick.
But I see it.
It's the weird.
I see it the same way you do. So out of that core, that nucleus, if you will, I think I like Cole better than Kendrick. I like Big Sean better than all of them. Cass Tech, stand up, you know, CT graduate right there. And by the way, man,
I think Kendrick is more conscious than Sean, and not to say one is better than the other. You know, like Kendrick will throw in like kind of like spoken word poetry kind of in there. You know, it's the imagery in his lyrics.
You think spoken word make you more conscious?
No, I'm just saying the different things that I hear from him, but I don't think people put him as like the best. That's why I kind of think like I say like properly rated. I think, you know, people give accolades to him, but I've never heard someone say like Kendrick Lamar is like the best rapper ever.
I'm gonna tell you this much. I ain't really riding. I don't like riding to like conscious music. You know what I mean? Like I'm not trying to be like I want to ride to some trap music, something with some 808, some drums. Yeah. Like I don't want to hear, you know, whatever Kendrick be talking about. Like I ain't. You
don't want to know that you're gonna be all right.
Not for real. I want to hear they hustling and the trapping and shooting. You know what I'm saying? I want to hear that.
Hey, real quick on a side note, being that Big Sean went to Cass and I went to Cass.
Stroke went viral. I want to hear that.
And Leah went to Cass. I kind of paved the way for Big Sean. Anybody that's rapping that Cass, I'll say, yeah. Me and a few of my crew members.
Overrated.
There we go. I knew that.
Comment: underrated, overrated, or properly rated. Overrated.
Underrated. Yeah, he owed me though, but I'm not tripping. I want him to have his accolades, but you couldn't really rap at Cass before my generation, and so we kind of paved the ways. But anyway, that's not what this show is about. Okay. So Meg Thee Stallion. Now, my girl is in the next room, but so I got to be very careful. Meg Thee Stallion is underrated. I think she's a little more talented musically than a lot of people give her credit for. I think that her persona kind of takes away from her talent. Okay. And people will say that it's her persona that gets more shine and she's not that talented. But I think she's a little more talented.
So I'm going to take it a little different about Megan Thee Stallion. I saw a picture of her that was more natural without makeup. She is really pretty, like beautiful. And all that makeup and everything, I thought, you know,
takes away from.
It takes away from her natural beauty. So in that, definitely underrated. I don't know.
I think I agree with Kente. I think Meg has a lot of talent, but I think she gets blended in too much because she doesn't really like expand on that talent. Like she's the typical rapper that we're seeing. It's the city girls, it's Megan Thee Stallion. She ain't, you know what I mean? Like I feel like she could shine more if she did like have more substance in her music, so to speak. So I'm gonna say she's underrated, but by choice. I think she chooses to be in that.
So
or by presentation, you know, she don't want it to, okay.
So when you say not doing more, like she kind of stays into this one lane, are you saying like rap about different things, or you see her as being just like a rap or singing? I don't know if she can sing. Like, what do you mean?
I feel like, you know how you got like Nicki Minaj. Nicki's gonna give you different types of songs. Meg is gonna stay into fuck these niggas, give money, I'm the bad bitch type lyrics. And that's her lane. But you got that from so many different female rappers that even though Meg may be the most talented, she still blends in with everybody else.
That's
I feel like if she,
that's the way
she kind of changed
right now.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yep.
Yeah. There's no L Boogies. for sure right
Yeah.
now.
Eminem.
I think he's properly rated.
Yeah,
like he has skills, and I think
people recognize it.
Yeah, people recognize it.
I think all three. I think he's properly rated because you know what Marshall does. He gets down. I think he's overrated because a lot of people still hold Eminem to this high, what is it, like this high standard of hip hop, and he's not that anymore. Like he didn't grow with the times. And I think that he's underrated because we forget that he still can get busy if he wants to. But M is dated. And I love Eminem, but his style is dated.
Bro, that's the exact.
I get that.
I was going to say, I agree with you 100%. I was going to say dated, or either that or it hasn't aged well. Like, I mean, and I'll say dated because his style has been preserved. Like if you go back to his old stuff, it is still what it was, but it was that for that time. And I don't think he's the M of old. And I think some of these newer guys that are talented can wrap circles around the current M, but I do think that he can almost turn it on and off whenever he wants to. Because if you watch some of those BET ciphers, okay, now that's the M I was used to.
Yeah.
But some of the music he puts out is not the M that you were used to.
So I'm not aware. Does he have more recent albums? I know he's been like featured like on the Nas, this last album. I hear him on features, but I did not know he has like a recent album.
He dropped like 3 albums or something within the last 2 years, I feel like.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Her
is amazing.
Yeah.
That's Bay.
Yeah, I'm with it.
Yeah, that's a forget. That's Keys Bay.
That's Bay, right?
Yeah, I like her. So I would toggle between underrated or properly rated because I do think she's getting the recognition and the shine that she deserves and has earned. But I would toggle because I think that maybe she could get more because I think she is really talented.
Yeah, it's been a steady progression. I mean, like also the different genres that she's able to do and the features, and then also, just musically inclined. She plays instruments.
Yeah.
I think she's rated, but also think that
you said properly.
She's properly rated.
Okay.
Yeah, she's properly rated, but also feel like she falls in the category of like all the somewhat conscious, Lauryn Hill-y type singers, and that's pretty common right now. There's the one R&B singer, and I know this is off. The one R&B singer that I feel like is about to come shake the game up to make these women step up with their R&B singing is Chloe. Because I feel like Chloe's doing something different. Everybody's this mellow, singing, and her falls into that category. Like she's good, but she's not doing anything.
Like Kalani, it's like that Kalani sound.
Janae Aiko is just that.
Yeah.
And who made Hours and Hours? Who made that? Hours and Hours.
She's a new artist.
They fall in that category too to me.
Yeah.
I think it's the sound. I think it's the sound out there. But that's why I've seen her do pop. I think, I don't know.
You know what?
When Chloe came out with that booty so big, like, because it was so different. Yeah, like it hit different because we hadn't heard that type of R&B in years since like Rihanna, Beyonce. Yeah.
So I think though, and this is not really the topic, but it still falls in. I think artists nowadays make music with TikTok in mind or with social media in mind. And I think they make it with that to think that they're going to be the next one, because it makes sense because that still counts. Like, I wonder if there's a way, I'm sure it is, that counts as spins, or they got to be getting paid for that, because as much as it appears in TikTok and these social medias, it makes people catch on to it and want to go to other platforms to download it. I think that's what they have in mind when they make some of these. So they got the last one is Drake for the overrated, underrated, or properly rated. If ever I think there was a barometer that perfectly aligns, I think Drake is properly rated. I think he's talented, and I think the recognition he gets for his talent is right in line with the level of talent that he has. But what y'all think?
I agree. Yeah.
Go ahead, Jack.
Yeah, I think Drake, not to cut you off. I think Drake is the best artist within like recent time, within the last since like 2008. Like I don't think there's no artist in any genre of music really fucking with Drake.
Yeah.
I think Drake
like
is
musically
consistent. I also think that he raps about, you know, different things than cars, cash, and clothes, you know, kind of like Kanye. You know, when Kanye came, he wasn't trying to come out like he was a D-boy or, you know, from the hood. You know, he rapped about different things. And so Drake also didn't try to come off as this, you know, real heavy in the streets type dude. So it really drew in a lot of different people.
Yeah.
Thing I think about Drake though, I think based off his last album, Drake's losing shit to talk about too though. His content is relatively the same. You're gonna get the women, you're gonna get the struggles with fame. Like Drake needs to get a little deeper too. He needs to give us a little sprinkle some Nas on that. You know what I mean?
Hey, but you know what though? I think you nailed it, Key. I think he captures the essence of that struggle with fame better than any current rapper. Like I really get like from Marvin's Room, a lot of Drake's songs, I get that the struggle with fame that he has is a real thing. Like I get it. It comes through. It lands. Well, I think it lands better than any other current rapper.
Yeah. Like what is it? Don't Drake and text, like that one album, you know.
Right.
Don't listen to Drake and then text somebody, you know.
Yeah, that's a good
one. What other rapper would that be coined, you know, like that phrase come from?
You know, I think another artist that hits that nail on the head with the struggle with fame, not a rapper, but an artist, is The Weeknd. I think he really embodies that. I'm on the verge of losing it all. The fame is a little too much for me to handle right now. I think The Weeknd nails it too.
I'm not too familiar with his catalog.
I don't like his new music, right? I don't like his music as of late. It's kind of, I don't know, he went too far left. You know, I mean, Weeknd, like he's still on the drugs, but I don't like the sound. Like sonically, it's just not hidden. You know what I mean?
He's still on the drugs?
Like he's still singing about like the drugs and the women and you know what I mean? But
ever since the Super Bowl, ever since last year's Super Bowl, he hasn't really
been right.
Yeah.
All right, category 2, the greatest of all time. So maybe greatest rapper, greatest singer, or just the greatest musician, period.
I don't know.
I'm gonna say, R&B singer. Greatest R&B singer
of all time.
Bobby Brown.
That's so hard. You said who?
Bobby Brown. You know what? I'm gonna say it like this. Bobby Brown.
Based on what?
I want to say like greatest vocalist. I feel like Bobby Brown set the trend for R&B singers today. He was the first R&B singer taking off his shirt, pulling girls on stage, doing all the sexual moves. Like Bobby Brown is really the king of R&B to me. Like
ribs and barbecue. No.
As a performer,
king of R&R.
All of it. All of it. Like the music. I'm not gonna say longevity, but Bobby Brown set the way. It wouldn't be an R. Kelly. It wouldn't be an Usher. None of the R&B singers were doing that. They all looked like the Temptations or Smokey Robinson until Bobby Brown came out.
Okay. So maybe as the trendsetter.
And he also incorporated rap into R&B music. Like R&B didn't have rap until Bobby Brown was doing it.
Stevie Wonder is an R&B singer, right?
We might have to break this out into like decades.
Yeah.
Old school versus new school.
I don't think Bobby Brown is better than Stevie Wonder.
Nah. You know how I feel about Stevie Wonder.
I don't like.
Yeah, hey, I was watching the episode the other day when Q was like, Stevie Wonder, why would you be?
For R&B singer, okay, going off of the change in the game, I would say Mary J. Blige.
Okay.
Is also someone that kind of brought the hip hop, you know, into it. Yeah. So when I think of R&B, I think of like 90s and later, and then like 90s and before.
Okay.
You know, like Aretha Franklin is R&B, right? Aretha Franklin and Mary J. Blige, like totally two different type of singers, and they all fall under the category of R&B. I think R&B is really broad.
It is.
Yeah.
I'm still rolling with Stevie. I got to.
Oh yeah, Keys of Life for sure.
Yeah. Oh God, I don't.
Kelly in there too. Kelly up there too. R. Kelly, the greatest ever. R&B. despite his, his personal life, but R&B.
Yeah.
Someone said like, who would beat
Kelly
him in a versus?
No, from any era, nobody's beating R. Kelly.
I think I would have to agree with you in terms of male, male R&B. As much as I hate to say it, but yeah, he certainly through the years, I mean, up until recent times, of course, from the time he hit the scene ongoing, he's been on top. So I have to agree with that for male. I'm trying to think of a female, and I agree with you, Jay, about Mary J. I mean, she's, again, since she hit the scene, the greatest in terms, not vocally, but just kind of just, keeping you, she always dropping a banger. She gonna keep you dancing. She gonna keep you going. So I would have to agree with that. I know I can think of someone else with a better vocal
Mariah Carey.
Yeah.
Mariah Carey up there too.
Is she R&B?
I'm gonna say, is she R&B or more? I mean, so yeah. But of course, vocally, she gonna kill Mary. Run circles around Mary.
I beg your pardon.
Vocally, you don't think Mariah Carey will run circles around Mary?
Excuse me?
No,
I don't. I don't think it's a foregone conclusion like a lot of people try to make it out to be. I think she hit the high notes and get a lot of people excited, and it kind of overshadows. And I don't think Mary is as bad vocally. I know a lot of people give Mary the crown for overall entertainer. I think she's better vocally than a lot of people give her credit for.
No, I'm not saying she's horrible, and I agree, because people who say, I've seen her in concert, they like she can't sing live, and I enjoyed her concert, and I didn't have any problems with her at all. I just don't think she's as good as Mariah Carey. I don't think she's as horrible as people make her out to be.
Yeah.
But I just don't think she's there. And
I
feel that way about Beyonce. I love her as an entertainer.
Y'all tripping.
But vocally,
y'all tripping.
A lot of people are above Beyonce to me.
Beyonce's a trained singer.
Okay.
Somebody that we haven't mentioned, and I don't know if she will rank on anybody's top anything, but she certainly ranks on mine. That's Sade. She's distinctive. You said no, Aki?
I think equivalent to Lauryn Hill to me. One good album. We respect
one good album. Sade got way more than one good album.
Sade has a lot, but no
Smooth
recent.
Operator. I just know Smooth Operator.
She got more hits on that one album than, man. Yeah, Sade. Yeah.
Smooth. She looked good though.
I remember me a little girl. Won't pretend.
Yeah.
And then later I found out like won't pretend. I was like, won't pretend.
I love Sade's music, man. All right, greatest rapper. Everybody know that. We can skip this one. Can y'all agree? It's Jay-Z. We good? All right.
We talking in forms of lyrics, but yeah, I would say Jay-Z.
It's no question. Yeah. I'm not even gonna defend it. I
mean, I think Nas is better lyrically. He's a storyteller.
Nah.
Because I like that, but
that's your style. I
respect Jay-Z.
Jay-Z tells stories.
Nas is better. He better lyrically. Oh wait, we talking about a lot of rappers because it's Tupac first, but Nas and Jay about a tie in lyrics. Nas kind of watched it, and I love Nas, but Nas don't really. It's his beat selection that makes me not like
carefully.
Nas.
What?
It's Nas's beat selection. Like Nas can't beat Jay because Nas picked trash beats.
But if you take the beats away,
just the lyrics,
focus on lyrics. Where are we?
Still,
Jay.
Jay. I think Jay. Nas, bro. It's Nas. Nas edging just a little bit.
Like,
no matter how you slice it, it's Jay.
Take the beats away, Kente.
You don't take beats away from rap music, though, do you?
I know, but so we're just so I guess who's the best lyricist?
You take beats away.
Let's just say who's the best lyricist.
When you go about an album, you say I just want the acapella, or do you want? Okay, so we don't take beats away.
So yeah, rapper.
We agree. Okay, it's Jay. Okay. It's Jay.
Okay.
I don't have anybody. I'm just really not into rap.
You said Jay, Leah.
Yeah, I'll come on your team, Jay.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. There we go. There we go.
Who's the best lyricist? Okay, who's the best lyricist?
Jay?
No.
Now, we talking just lyrics, like how lyrics make you feel? Lyrics? But if you're talking about bars and all that, bars, I gotta put bars, maybe I could say Lil Wayne.
Who saw it was on, did anyone see, it was a report card that someone did in like the 90s of all
Big Daddy Kane. Big Daddy Kane did that.
Yeah.
Fab got bars
Fab
too.
cold.
If we're talking bars, Fab might be the bar champ. Yeah,
Fab is cold. But I bet you if you ask Fab will tell you it's Jay. So that kind of puts it back at Jay. But yeah, Fab cold.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie. Fab cold.
I like who I like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds like a Fab line. All right. So producers. Hey, here's an unpopular opinion. And I really want to challenge our, by the way, follow us on all platforms.
Babyface all day.
Producer.
Hold on, Jay. Jay, like, no.
Yeah, ready to go in. Follow us on all platforms at the RAW Convo. You know, just hit us up. So, music producer. All right. So you
wait a minute, Kente, what you were about to say something?
No, I was just about to drop where they can find us at.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So everybody
let me clarify that.
Emphatic babyface.
Yeah.
I agree with. I can agree with that one.
Are we talking about producing, like making beats, or are we just talking about producing a record?
Music producer, that's all we have. So however you take it.
I can throw Puffy up there then.
Puffy?
Great producer. Puffy's a great Jermaine Dupri, great producer.
Yeah, Jermaine Dupri, not Puffy.
Sure. Yeah.
Think of all the hits Puffy got.
Now, what you mean by Puffy is a great producer, he hired the best people to produce for him to put his name on it then, yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Are we talking about who making beats or who's producing the actual music?
Let's talk about making beats. So I agree with Jermaine Dupri. Hey.
Oh, no. Puffy doesn't make beats.
Yeah.
No, what you said who? Y'all said producer. And I'm like, are we talking music producer? We're just talking about who produces the song. Producing a song doesn't mean you have to make the beat. It means you orchestrate it and put it together. If we're talking about beat maker, then I'm gonna say Timbaland.
Hey, I tell you who don't get enough credit. And I was rolling with this one back a few months ago. One of our producers, I had this conversation with him. An underrated producer from back in the day that really paved the way for a lot of today's style is Eric Sermon. Eric Sermon was Premier before Premier was Premier. That whole style of mixing in the DJ, the samples, the vocal samples to the beat. If you listen back to EPMD's earlier stuff, yeah, I say Eric Sermon is underrated. I won't put him as the best, but he's definitely up there. Now, I'm gonna be real, which I think Kanye got to be in this conversation, especially after watching the documentary.
I agree.
Kanye got to be in this one.
Yeah, I agree. I think Dr. Dre's overrated. I think Dre was great for that time, the 80s and the 90s. That's it. And I think Dre gets more credit than he deserves for making beats.
Yeah. I think we do a lot of what Puffy do, or did what Puffy did, kind of put the best beat makers in the room and say, no, turn this instrument up and turn this one down, and boom, we got magic. I think there's a little bit of that.
Yeah, much respect to all of them. I mean, what about, was it Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis?
I was going to say them. Yeah, for that time,
yeah. So like, Kanye makes some dope beats.
Yeah.
Swiss beats.
Yeah.
What's his name? For Real?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. For Real up there too.
Most underrated artist of all time. Most underrated artist of all time.
What's my man? What's his name? Frankie Lyman from Why Fools Fall in Love.
Why Fools Fall in Love?
Yeah, he's my probably.
Frankie Lyman. Okay.
Yeah, he died when he was like 9. He was very young when he died.
Yeah.
And he had 3 wives.
You don't want 3 wives, do you, Keith? It's too much.
That's another podcast.
Underrated of all time.
That means that they contributed a lot, but are not really mentioned.
I need a Jeopardy countdown on this one.
Don't know.
I don't know.
What do they think? Let's turn the tables. Producers,
right.
What do you think?
Throw some names out there.
Man, underrated of all time.
Yeah, I don't know. So who's someone that kind of like paved the way and no one?
Andre 3000.
Okay. Okay. What's the dude on the verses? And they say the New Jack Swing. He's the one pumps and a bump.
Teddy Riley.
Teddy Riley. Do you think he's?
Hell no, he get his props.
Yeah, he get his props.
Yeah. We gotta say somebody like it gotta be like a Cassidy or something. You know what we thought?
Bo Bryson or something? I don't know.
People Bryson.
I don't know.
You know what? I know I ain't gonna say underrated of all time, but I don't feel like Soulja Boy get his props for what he's done.
Yeah, he did pay
overall.
The way. He did pay the way
for a lot.
Well, some people don't like what he did, but for sure, yeah.
What they don't? Who don't like what he did?
Like it kind of turned the music into the Laffy Taffy type. It came out in like the 2004. It's not really like lyrical. It's just beats and just
bodies like that.
Boom, boom, anything that. But yeah, I don't know if he's
MC Hammer might be up there for underrated.
You think he underrated though?
When last time you listened to MC Hammer record?
I mean, he hasn't done anything, but I think in his time, he was certainly not underrated. You saying just how he paved the way?
I don't even think. No, somebody put Master P up there.
Okay, I see where we're going. The people that kind of put a certain region on the map. So like Master P definitely got you into like the dirty South. I mean, like New Orleans.
Yeah.
You think about like Trick Daddy and they gave you that Florida,
Yeah.
We don't honor Trick Daddy. It's Trick in these parts. So. Trick Daddy, nah.
Most underrated.
Trick, if you watch it. We fans.
I don't know. Oh, a producer we didn't talk about is
you know what?
Jay Dilla.
Underrated, most underrated.
Who?
Jackson, daddy. Joe Jackson as a producer. Michael Jackson, daddy.
Hey, I got one that's underrated as a rapper. Common.
Anyway, he need to be where he at. Common the most boring rapper.
No.
You don't want anything to be mellow.
No.
I don't like Common either. I gotta agree with you.
Oh my God. I'm like, I get the clean. As soon as I hear Common come on, I'm bringing out the mop bucket. I get the mop it out here.
We need to see everybody's playlist and just go through and say what's trash and what we like.
Common is underrated, man.
I don't got one Common song going on. I got like thousands of songs.
Common has literally been in the game for 30 years. Common has been around as a rapper for 30 years, maybe even longer. If you look back to when I Used to Love Her came out, I bet you it was more than 30 years ago. I'll say 25, 27 years easily. Because I remember a Common album that I liked was straight out of when I was my first, second year of college. So I've been out of high school 25 years. So that was not his first album. So he's been around for a while, man. He's had some hits. He's had some hits.
Name them.
I Used to Love Her. Albums like Water for Chocolate. Come Close. The one he had.
Huh? You had those answers.
The one he had.
But were those? I mean, those were songs that you liked, but did they get popular appeal with others? I guess.
That's why I say underrated.
He got one.
Okay.
He got one. I think it had Erykah Badu, and it was on like the Brown Sugar soundtrack or something.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
Oh, you know
what? It was because Erykah Badu.
Underrated, Mos Def.
I was thinking him next.
Okay, Mos Def, yeah.
Yasin Bey. Yeah, I was thinking him next. But yeah, that's all I could think of in terms of underrated.
I don't know.
Nate Dogg.
Better with my music.
Nate Dogg.
Beethoven.
Nate Dogg.
You said Beethoven?
Nate Dogg.
Nate Dogg.
E40. I'm just naming people.
Before he get his pride.
8 Ball, MGK. Is it MG?
Say everybody.
I don't know.
JG.
8 Ball MGK might be a good one though.
You know who overrated?
Who?
Because the producers put it on the screen. Andre 3000. Super overrated.
What?
Overrated?
Have y'all heard the song? What's it called? No, 16 Bars.
I hear that one.
Have you heard that?
But he's
song?
still overrated.
No, he's not overrated. He doesn't even give himself as much credit. Like.
He even gave us an album.
But he doesn't have to.
It's easy to give you one great verse every.
He doesn't give a great verse. Like he. What's it called? 16 Bars, isn't it? Look it up. Call me later. Andre.
I think Jada Kiss is underrated as a.
My name is Jay. Moi. Okay, we're just fooling right now.
And also, Jada Kiss is the only rapper that's never spit a whack verse.
Really?
Kiss and T.I. They never spit whack verses ever.
It's called 16.
Hey, hold on. On another note, to circle back, and I know
16 ain't enough because Andre 3000 is saying he can't do 8 bar or 4 bar. It's 16 ain't enough, but 16 ain't enough. And it's with
that new
16 ain't enough. Andre 3000 with Rick Ross. 16.
I Used to Love Her came out in 1994. That's 28 years.
We still talking about Common? We still talking about Common?
Yeah.
They violins.
28 years in the game. Still going strong. It's Common. Underrated.
Common ain't been in the game in like 20 years.
Hey,
Jay say,
what about the game? Since y'all said the game, what about the game? What do y'all think about the game?
Is whack. Game is whack. Hey, Jay say, truthfully, I want to rhyme like common sense, but I sold 5 mil, and I ain't been rhyming like common sense. That's it.
Common whack, bro. That's whack.
No, man, you mean the conscious, man. That doesn't say.
Oh, so Jay,
all right, y'all. We gotta move
like
on.
Not getting any.
All right, choose 3.
Yeah, we gotta choose 3.
Choose 3.
What do we want? What is this?
Artists who would have to be on my life soundtrack. 3 artists.
Dylon, and Dylon. No, I'm just playing. I'll go with Jay. I would go with Mary J. And I would go with Stevie Wonder.
No Scottie Pippen.
Scottie Pippen.
I'm gonna say Tupac, Drake, and New Edition.
Okay.
I gotta get some gospel.
I would say
Clarkland.
Yeah.
Nas. Kareem Bailey Ray.
Oh yeah, she underrated. She underrated.
Who?
Yeah.
She must be because I didn't know who that is.
It's been a while for her. I mean, she hasn't been out in a bit.
Kareem Bailey Ray. She's more pop. She's from Europe.
Yeah, she called.
No, I ain't listening to your playlist. You ain't got to send me that shit, Jay.
Whatever.
I gotta agree in terms of I gotta have a gospel artist, and if I had to choose any gospel artist, it'd be Fred Hammond. Gotta have him on there on my soundtrack. I'm an old school girl, so a lot of these people y'all talking about, I mean, I hear stuff from them. I don't know a lot, but I'm just I should have grew up with my parents. So I would say, of course, the Isley Brothers, as well as one of my favorite old school groups is the Spinners. So, those are 3.
Don't send me no music either.
I know, kid.
The
Spinners.
The Spinners.
I don't even know a song.
You know
Spinners.
Sadie,
Rubber Band Man, that they sampled that beat.
Sadie. That's Dear Mama, right? Yeah.
It Takes a Fool.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yep.
Music. I would like to get some different stuff on my playlist.
Yeah,
Hey, start with that Kareem Bailey Ray though, bro. I don't think you'll be disappointed. She got some
Kareem Bailey. Okay.
Good music.
Yeah, I mean it's soul.
Mm-hmm.
It's not. Yeah, she's actually touring now. So I
Hey, you should also circle back to Sade, man, because she got way more than just that one album or that one song, man. Sade got some.
You know what it is with me? It's hard for me to listen to like female artists for real because I can't relate. I like music I can kind of relate to. I can listen to some, you know what I mean? When I feel like, oh, this is like, I like her Damage, you know what I mean? Yeah. Or some songs, I'm like, well, I can feel that. But when it's just women singing about their heart being broke by a man, it ain't getting no play in my Jeep. So it's hard for me to get into it.
Yeah, I can get that. I understand that.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, so they asking us to rap. So follow us on all platforms at the RAW Convo. Hey, I think this is a really good episode. I think they all are, but I think we covered a lot of ground.
I wonder if anyone agrees with us or like,
yeah. I'm interested in hearing what the people think. If you agree with our perspectives individually, collectively, add to this conversation. Drop us a line, drop us a comment, talk to us, we talk back. Again, I think this was a great episode. I enjoyed it. Hope our viewers and listeners do and did as well.
Yeah, good episode, everybody.
Okay, great RAW Convo.
Yes.
All right.
Oh, are we supposed to say bye? All right, y'all. Peace.
Bye, y'all. Continue listening to the after show conversation.
Ray J, that guy. Ray J underrated.
There won't be no Ray J disrespect.
Ray J underrated. Ray J is the man out here. That's my dog. Ray J is the man out here. He's underrated.
I do like Ray J, not necessarily as a singer or performer, but Ray J, the entertainer, I do like.
Okay. Who was singing in the rain to that woman trying to get him back before Ray J did it?
A thousand singers.
Hell no. Ray J.
Carl Thomas.
Yeah, girl. Yeah. Summer Rain. Did that come out before One Wish? Yeah.
Yeah.
Did it?
They were in the 90s. Everybody was in the rain.
Yeah.
New Edition.
Wasn't Usher in the rain?
Yeah.
We didn't mention him.
Who?
Carl Thomas.
Oh, Carl Thomas.
We ain't mention Usher. Usher talk about been in the game for a while. Usher been in the game for at least 30 years.
You know how you know if someone has a good catalog, if they could have a show in Vegas.
Yeah.
Like who could actually?
Usher is really the R&B king.
I've seen him more than Bobby Brown. Yeah.
You have just experienced a Dripping in Black production.